Back here in Seattle, where Mariners fans are celebrating opening day. All of this season where they won their division for the first time in over 20 years.
An unforgettable season for these fans. They showed up big time. They also got to watch Cal Raleigh dump home runs all over the league, while the starting rotation led baseball in ERA and innings pitched.
If they can throw like that again this year, I'd expect to see him back in the postseason. Here's Victor Robles. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Here's a swing and a little roller up along first, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, now in for the Braves, Zach McKinstry.
Off the plate, ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one missed.
That's inside.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit.
That's ball two.
Check swing called strike, and that is strike one. In the air to left center, Varsho drifts towards it, and there's one away. One out, man at first. Elly De La Cruz will hit next. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. High fly ball out towards left center. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Flied to right his first time. Acuna in his 6th season, 28 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. This one in the air, center field, and that is that. Back in Seattle, and now for Seattle, Jose Caballero. Reagans back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Olson settles under it. And there's one away. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swings through that.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And a swing and a miss there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
3.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Luis Angel Acuna up next for the Mariners. Swing and a miss. Comes up empty.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one. As we go to the top of the 4th, now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Matt Olson.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouled off left side. The 0-2. And there's a ball. That misses the zone. Ball 2. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. In the air, right field. Robles moving under this one. And there's 2 away. Drake Baldwin getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up.
Nope. Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
This one drilled right center field. That one head for the fence and gone. He sends it out of here. So 2 down, and now it's the Braves DH, Josh Young. Swings through that one. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And a foul ball. Ball one there.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And that's down and away. Out towards right center field. Robles on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back at T-Mobile Park. Now it's the Mariners DH, Luis Arias. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Short hop liner, handled it short. Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Flied to right his first time. And there's a foul ball.
That's a ball.
Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time gem right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mariners.
Here's a big power threat. Cal Raleigh struck out swinging his first time.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
He swings and fouls one off. Check swing didn't go. Now 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 1-2. Struck him out swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II.
No, that's low.
The 1-0.
Inside
He's
ball.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Way out front for strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Fly ball down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. 2-2 now. In the air to left center. Can't get there, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Zach McKinstry. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That clips a corner. Off the mark there. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. 1 away. So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy now at the plate. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
0-2 now. In the dirt. Man at first, 1 away. That's ripped. Base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Up next for
Big and back. Coming up with Ellie De La. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Eric Zabrowski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. And a swing and a miss. Two on, 1 out. And now 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. And here comes Ronald. Acuna Jr. in a huge spot. Foul ball there. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fought off foul. Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. In the dirt, well done behind the dish. Two on, 2 outs. That one not close. And now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
We're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And they're all loaded up.
Up next for Atlanta.
Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. 1 for 2.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close. Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
All loaded up here on opening day. And that one fouled off. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Payoff pitch. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Up next for Atlanta.
Out Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Emmett Sheehan taking over on the mound.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Now a fly ball to right center. Rodriguez settles underneath it. And that's the third out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Robles now at the plate as he thought about that one but held back. Grounded to third. Could be two. McKinstry over to second. How about that double play? Base is empty after the double play. Brendan Donovan digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat. Two down, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Sit down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Top 6. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. This one in the air center field. Rodriguez racing after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Josh Young next up for the Braves.
Josh Young.
All one.
He can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now Michael Harris II. Varsho on the move. And there's 2 down. Now here is Zach McKinstry.
Third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Nope.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Jose Caballero.
Jose Caballero.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. In the air to left center. McCarthy under this one. Brings it in. And there's one down. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Up the middle, Albies. Slings to first, 2 out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Just
that's outside.
missed.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Out towards left center. McCarthy on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Top of inning number 7. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Jake McCarthy.
Hey!
That's in there, and it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. Curve in the dirt. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Varsho on the move. Takes it in for the out. And the batter now, Elly De La Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. New pitcher for the Mariners, Yuki Matsui. He's into the game with the bases empty. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Save! De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. Takes it in for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Olson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that is that. Back in Seattle, in now is the Mariners DH, Luis Arias.
changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
High fly ball out to center field. Harris settles underneath it. One up, one down. So up next, Julio Rodriguez.
Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
In the air, right field. 2 away. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Cal Raleigh cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy.
That is the inning. We're at the top of the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Sir Anthony Dominguez will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. In the air to left center. Varsho under it. Takes it in for the out. Drake Baldwin will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. Oh, great stop. Nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Josh Young. Now nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.